welcome back to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. I am filming from the opposite side of my table as I normally am sitting. Why? Maybe because I can get better light, and two, because I cleaned it off. So I wanted to, I'm going to get a head start. This is going to be my October journal, and I want to finish it with you today. It was supposed to be my October journal last year, and I didn't finish it, and I really liked it, and I don't know why I didn't finish it, but I didn't. And anyway, I'm going to show you, this was my November journal from last year, and I really liked it. I think, looking back, this, of all the journals that I've started and not finished, I really liked this one. I love the comp. I just keep going back to that. And I did all of the washi tape. I glued the pages together. I had way more pages than I needed, but that's okay. It allows me to, keep notes in the back and stuff. And, I did some of the pages. Like, this was a fishing tournament that we did last November. I think this is what I did, the last thing I did right before I had my hand surgery last year. And, oh, by the way, I caught big fish of the tournament. Anyway, bad about writing, though, and that's when my kitty died. Veterans Day. I didn't have a YouTube channel then, but, I don't know. I really liked this journal. And so as I was looking, I had this, this little plastic, sorry about the lights. This is a 12 by 12 paper, like a scrapbook paper holder. I have a little plastic shelf, I guess, that holds 5 or 6 of these. So it's, I've been, like, through the year or whatever, anything that was fall related, scraps and everything. I put it in here. I'm trying to do one for each season or whatever. I mean, the amount of Christmas stuff that I have doesn't fit in one of those, but that's a different story. But anyway, you can go back and look. I had dug that out so I could figure out what I had for fall and whatever. And, a lot of this I didn't finish, but I really liked this. I'm back and I'm going, well, I glued these together. I think there was 2. I glued 2 pages together. Not a wrinkle, not a bubble. I'm like, wow, I did a good job. Yeah, see, there was our potato harvest. I might actually go back and finish this, or at least what I have of it, or glue what I have in, but anyway, it's kind of cool to see what we liked and didn't like. This was my niece's 40th birthday, and actually this was, I think, Allison's first live, or yeah, I think it was her first one. Anyway, just kind of cool. I ran into, we had taken a trip at the end of August that ran into November, and because I didn't do my October journal, I found myself trying to leave, space in the front, blah, blah, blah. I think I talked about that before. Anyway, so I really like this journal, meaning I'm going to do more of that. So sometimes it does pay to go through your old stuff. This was one that I had made out of the, the brown, it was probably a bubble envelope from Amazon or something. So it's pretty flexible, which is weird for me. I mean, these comp books aren't like hardback books, but they're not as soft as this. And it's got the bubble wrap in the middle, or some kind of padding. But anyway, I liked this paper. It was from a paper pack that I had. And yeah, I'm going to put this together as I have it sitting. And by the end of October, I might be really irritated with it. I don't know, but we'll see. I obviously had some issues. I didn't tape this the rest of the way. I have this tape, so it wasn't because I ran out of tape. I think I had a piece of decorative washi tape. I want to say it was even like a sparkly glitter. Yes, I don't normally do glitter, but the issue I had is I didn't have tape that matched this exactly, because I have like this orange, and I mean it's orange, right? I also have this big old orange duct tape type, and it's like super glossy and plasticky, and I got it in like the hardware department at one of the, one of the box stores. Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put one more piece of tape around here. And I was thinking I didn't even need to worry about it, but I'm thinking that I probably need to do that before I sew it in. Maybe, maybe not. But, I could do that. It wouldn't take me that long. And anyway, so I had paper on the front, paper on the inside. I did not have a pocket. I think I had some, notion of sewing it probably. But that's not going to happen. I can't dig out my sewing machine. Anyway, so yes, the vintage dude in his sweater. Yeah, obviously this came out of a book, an old book. I had used a variety of, book pages and, not sure what, I don't know. Anyway, some kind of thinner cardstock, more book pages, part of book pages. I don't know what I was thinking when I was doing this, but we will find out. And the humidity here in Florida, I am seeing a lot of things that are coming unglued, and not just me coming unglued, haha. Let's see, I don't think I had done that with art glitter glue. I don't know, I could have. Not sure. And let's see. I don't know how many pages I allowed myself. Obviously had given myself 2 signatures. Yeah, this really looks more like a junk journal than it does. But you know what? We're gonna go with it. Some painted papers. And I guess I could have been counting papers while I was doing this, but let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's kind of random. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. I'm not even gonna count the other one. And I know it's plenty. It's plenty. So he might get covered up. Maybe I'll put, who do I want to see on my front? On the front, this one. Okay, so I'm gonna put this off to the side for a second, and I'm gonna go ahead and tape this. And then I have my my bookbinding stuff. Well, I had it. Okay, I see it. Alrighty. This is I don't think I'm gonna go all the way, and maybe I should. I don't know. What do you think? Do I really want it? Yeah, might as well, huh? And I can always cover it. Well, I didn't go all the way to the paper. I have some fabric options, and I mean, obviously I could just cover this with more paper, and that's certainly an option. And I'm not really concerned about it necessarily. I just wanted to make sure that that stayed. If it pops up, that's going to dry. But that's decorative. I can do that after. I just mainly, I'm going to go ahead and cover this inside one too. Just not sure how. I don't remember what this envelope was made of. I mean, I'm sure that I trusted it a year ago when I was making it. And as far as bookbinding goes, I know as much, you know, now as I did then. So it's not like I, you know, don't trust what I used. So whether I like it or not is another story. But anyway, okay. So we have this. And like I said, I can go back and cover it later. I don't really like the color necessarily, but maybe we won't care. Trying to find that center again. Okay. So I'm going to do this really simple. This is a two, not quite, yeah. Complete a sentence. I can fold that in half and then just use the ends. There's so many ways of doing this. The best thing is just to find what works for you, what's easiest. If you like to measure, if you don't, if you know. I'm not gonna try to even kid about the fact that I am okay with something that's crooked or off center or whatever. So I can't even just pretend to tell you whatever. And if you can do that, then more power to you. I wish that I could, and I'm trying to be more like that. But in the meantime, you know, you have to just kind of face yourself where you are, right? And roll with it. And everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Oops. And that's what makes us all a little more interesting to each other. How's that? All right. Couldn't get that center fold back in there. Okay, so if I folded that in half. Now I'm okay with eyeballing like from here to here and here to there. And then I know that's going to be in the center-ish. Let's see. This is, I don't even know how tall this is. I still don't know how tall this is. 10 3/4 maybe? I can't see up there. Yeah. Yeah, just a little over 10 1/2, 10 3/4. So, let's see. Am I gonna fumble with this? 5 1/4, 5 1/4. Sure. There's center. Might as well. I already have it, right? Okay, so that is center because this is a centering ruler. Now, let's see how far off we were. Yep, see, that works. And I like my top and bottom to be really close to the edge, like this. I don't like them in even an inch. I mean, maybe in a junk journal, but not in one that I'm going to be in every day. So I'm going to stick with my, let's see. Now that is dead in the center of the book. I want to go maybe, let's see. I don't know if my head's getting in the way here or not. I'm just going a hair off of each, or would that actually be an eighth? Yeah. Yep, those are eighths. An eighth in either direction. And then I've got my center here, and I can go here, and I can go here, and do the same right here. Now I guess I really don't have any way of knowing if that is straight vertically, but I will find out. Yep, pretty close. All right. I mean, I'm not like, it doesn't have to be like measured to the, 16th or 32nd of an inch, but okay. So the more important decision is what color. What color thread do we want? Ooh, yeah, I need to do some re-gluing, don't I? Wow. Don't know what I was using on this last year. Okay, so this is, looks like a tangled up mess. And obviously I'm narrowing in somewhere in this area because I don't have the right orange or green. So I'm thinking somewhere in there, or let's see, need a little thread. This is all from a bag that I found. Oh, good grief. Back in the mid-90s? Yeah, mid to late 90s, I did some cross-stitching, and nope, that's too bright. I did a couple of big pieces. I did some in high school too, but anyway, just not. Now some of these might be the same colors. I don't think I made this. I think I got that in something at a thrift store or something, but it's been handy. I think I'm liking that, which is probably real close to one of those. The other thing I wanted to try out, because I'd already looked at those, but then I thought if I had, because see, it's going to be against that color. And see, this is probably what tripped me up last year, and then I just never followed through. Not only does it have to match this, but then you got this weird shade that none of these greens are going to. I was thinking that or that would match that, but not against this. So yeah, that is what I would not be a first for me, is to abandon a project just because of something like that. Thinking that color right there. I kind of liked this one. Yeah, I think I like this one. Ooh, I've got some. Where did the gold? Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm thinking this one. Okie dokie. That was easy. I have no idea. These are just numbered like 1 through 23, and it wasn't my project, so it doesn't help me identify, what the color is now. But I don't have to know what it is. I can look to see if I like it. I'm not trying to be, you know, not trying to follow a pattern with it. My eyes nor my nor my fingers or hands would even think about doing cross stitch at this point. Well, heck, I can't even tie the string back on here. Oof. Okay. I'll do that later. Okay. We got that. And ta-da! If you saw one of my first videos back in July was when I was making my July journal. I told you about this kit. That was my great-grandfather's. Here we go. He was a tailor at Macy's in New York. Long time ago. I don't know, 30s, 50s, who knows? Probably in the early, a long time ago. Anyway, so I like to use it. It was a big enough needle. And, I know that you don't have to do this, but I have it, so I use it. The wax. I think it just kind of, I don't know if it's supposed to give it a little bit more stability or. And, I know if you can get it right on the ends there, definitely makes threading easier. And I have a needle threader somewhere, but anyway. So while I'm doing this, let's talk about fall. Tomorrow is, the first day of autumn or fall. Actually, probably by the time you see this, it will be, today is the first day of fall. Okay. What else do we need? Oh, I use, okay. I use these little clips. I like these big metal paper clips too. They're I don't know, what, about 3 or 4 inches. But these are little wonder clips. I think that's what they were called. Anyway, they're in the sewing section at the craft stores. They're made to use instead of pins, and you've got like a 1/4 inch seam and a 1/2 inch seam, that kind of thing, which obviously you don't need for here. But since I had them for sewing before I had a fight with my machine, then they work great for keeping your signatures together while you are binding them into your journal cover. Let's see. This is where you've done this before, or you've seen it done before. I don't know. I don't usually use journals that have different size papers. I never know if I want them all, like, what would that be, like bottom justified, or, even on the bottom like that is, or if I want them centered, but none of them are so small that I have to worry about them not getting picked up in the you know, in the, I'm just doing a 3-hole. I don't typically do a 5-hole. I think I did on my Christmas. I might have on the Christmas journal, or one of the journals I did. But I don't think it's really necessary unless you have, you know, some people in junk journals put such small little, you know, like a folded envelope and, you know, all those things. Might as well go ahead and get this one together. I think I already did this a little bit. I looked through it. Yeah, see, that one's small, but it's not short. Okay. That works. I think this one has less pages in it than that one does, but I'm just going to go with it. I decided I was not going to edit what I had already started. Oops, sorry. Or second guess what I already had done. I was just going to try to go with it and then see where it takes me. I may get very frustrated very quickly with those pages. I have not can't say that I haven't used book pages in a journal. That's not true. I don't know if I've had pages that were just straight up a full-blown, you know, solid picture like that. All okay, so I decided to edit over and do a voiceover over this part because honestly it just is a train wreck waiting to happen, and it was a lot of I'm gonna measure, no I'm not gonna measure, I just need to find center, and I'm not going to stress if it's crooked, and well, the truth is yes I do. So as usual, whenever I try to take a shortcut, I have to go back and you know, do it the way for me, I should have done it to begin with. And I'm having some glue issues, well, clearly right there. Not only with my glue bottle, but the pages. I don't remember if I glued it all the way to the edge because I think I might have been planning on sewing it. That also might have been why the project got abandoned to begin with. And how much the humidity affects the glue. I wish I could remember what glue I used, but I can't. Could have been art glitter glue, I don't know. But anyway, I am starting to bind it, and it seems all is going well. Other than, a few needle issues, and I like that needle, I don't like the needle, I like the glue, I don't like the glue, I like the pages, I don't like the pages. There's just a lot of this, and when I couldn't even bear to watch the replay of it, I thought, well, I certainly won't subject anybody else to that at full speed. So, here I just found out that, after all of that struggle, I bound it in upside down. I sewed the signature in upside down, and so, you know what, Oh, no, wait a minute. I haven't found that out yet. Oh, that's where I just went in the wrong holes. I think I've lost my mind. I think I have forgotten everything I knew about binding a journal and, just did it wrong. So I had to rethread it, and then I am finding that this embroidery floss is, what do you call it, gathering? Unraveling, that was the word I was looking for, because they're made up of individual threads, and obviously I use them all together so it would be stronger. So I looked back at my journals and found one that I had sewn with the embroidery floss, so no, it wasn't just the floss. I know that I poked that needle through the thread several times and in and out of the holes, taking it apart. I know that was the problem. So it it just took a lot of patience and undoing and redoing, and stay tuned for part 2 where I fix this journal. And if you hung in there with me this far, I can't thank you enough.